الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله
إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدًا عبده ورسوله أما بعد يقول سبحانه وتعالى في كتابه الكريم يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما أما بعد فإن أصدق الحديث كتاب الله وخير الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار ثم أما بعد. My dear beloved respected brothers and sisters, I ask Allah Azza wa Jal to bless me and you with sincerity in everything that we say and everything that we do. Ameen ya Rabbil Alameen. A man once went to the hospital to get a general checkup. And when he saw the doctor, from the way he looked, he said, "Are you a Muslim?" And the doctor said, "Yes." He said, "I want to ask you a question." I said, "Go ahead." He said, "I am a multimillionaire. I have 4 or 5 houses around the world that I own, many cars, vacations all the time. I dress with the best of clothing, eat the best of food. But I am so stressed, and I always have that tension to the level that I even thought of committing suicide." So the doctor, the Muslim doctor, said, "What do you do if you want to please your eyes?" He said, "I look at a natural scenery, waterfall, beautiful garden." He said, "What do you do if you want to please your nose?" He said, "I smell beautiful fragrance." He said, "What do you do if you want to please your ears?" He said, "I listen to classical music." He said, "Is it possible that if you want to please your eyes, you eat something delicious?" He said, "No." He said, "Why?" He said, "Because the tongue is not the tool that will give me joy in my vision. It's the eye." He said, "Is it possible if you want to please your eyes, you hear music?" He said, "No, because the ears are responsible for hearing." He said, "Great. Let me ask you a question now. Where is that pain that you're talking about? Where do you feel it?" He said, "Right here." He said, "Right here in my heart." He said, "So the pain is in your heart and you're pleasing the eyes and the ears and the tongue and the nose. You're not pleasing the right organ. Just like when I asked you if you want to please your eyes, you will not eat something delicious. So you are trying to cure one of the organs by pleasing other organs and ignoring what pleases this organ." So he said the normal question. He said, "So what is the tool of pleasing the heart?" He said, the Muslim doctor said, "To be connected to its creator. The only way for this heart to be pleased is by being connected to its creator. And that is by saying, La ilaha illallah, Muhammadun Rasulullah." Now I'm not going to tell you a dramatic end that the guy became a Muslim and he took the Quran and he promised that he will look into it. My brothers and sisters, if you ask anyone here, if you ask any human being, what do you want in this dunya? The Muslim, non-Muslim, Arabi, non-Arabi, poor, rich, sick, healthy, young, old, male, female, everybody wants happiness. Nobody ever tell you, "I would love to be miserable." Everybody wants happiness. And everyone's definition of happiness vary. Some people think that happiness is by acquiring a lot of wealth. Some people is by committing adultery and doing drugs and gambling and drinking alcohol. Some think by being famous and have a lot of recognition. Some people think that by having a lot of children and grandchildren and a huge tribe. Let's check from the Quran what is the reason for true happiness. There's no better source. Any psychologist, psychiatrist, they might tell you, and this is their opinion, and they might be right, they might be wrong, but now we are going to the Creator Himself to tell us how to have or to earn a happy life. Allah Azza wa Jal, the Khabir, the all expert, the Azim, the all great, the wise, the Hakim, the all wise, the Alim, the all knowing, He is giving us the definition and the tools to earn a happy life. So wallahi, we should be all ears, and if your goal, which is, it is your goal, to have a happy life in this dunya and earn Jannah in the Akhirah, Allah Azza wa Jal gave us the answer in Surah An-Nahl. من عمل صالحا من ذكر أو أنثى وهو مؤمن فلنحيينه حياة طيبة ولنجزينهم أجرهم بأحسن ما كانوا يعملون. Allahu Akbar. Whomsoever does righteous deeds, two conditions that Allah gave us in order to earn a happy life. Whomsoever does righteous deeds, male or female, and he or she are true believers, I, Allah, guarantee them a happy life. In this dunya and in the Akhirah, I will reward them with the best they have ever done. So the formula, 1 + 1 = 2. Amal salih, righteous deeds, plus Iman equal happy life. Now before we continue, let's define happy life. Happy life is when you have a righteous spouse waiting for you at home. Happy life is when you have a peaceful home. Happy life is when you cry when you miss Fajr. Happy life is when you feel so much joy when you are helping others. Happy life when you have halal income. Happy life when you are in need for none other than Allah Azza wa Jal. Happy life is when you surround yourself with righteous company. Happy life when you feel content with whatever Allah decreed. This is happy life. Now to earn this, Allah said, 1, amal salih. 2, mu'min. Now, everybody's saying, but we are all believers. We are all believers. And I pray and I fast. And I noticed that many of the muttaqeen, the very pious ones, they're already going through so many difficulties and hardships. So how come this is a contradictory here? It's contradicting itself. You're saying these people are, I know someone is very, very righteous and the hardships are falling upon him day and night. You did not understand what does a happy life mean. Go and ask that person that you think is righteous or you know he's righteous. Go ask him how happy he is. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said most people who are facing hardships are the prophets. And the more righteous you are, the more hardships you will face. Amal salih, righteous deeds. What are the righteous deeds? Number 1, without a speck of doubt, is Tawheed of Allah Azza wa Jal. Is La ilaha illallah, truly, sincerely from your heart. Believing in it, living by it. Second is salat, ya akhwan. Salat. Salat is one of the most important and the one that we practice on a daily basis. Salat is the best, one of the best righteous deeds you could ever do. My brothers and sisters, if you are expecting to be happy and having peace at home and having righteous children and you do not pray, you are wasting your time. If the shaitan fooled you, please listen carefully. If the shaitan fooled you and told you come to Jummah and you are set, you don't have to pray the rest of the week, wallahi, he got you. He got you big time. وَلَقَدْ صَدَّقَ عَلَيْهِمْ إِبْلِيسُ ظَنَّ فَاتَّبَعُوهُ. And Iblis whispered in their ears and they made them think that they are very righteous. They come to Jummah. This is a great step, don't get me wrong. This is a great step that you are coming here and hearing these words. But don't ever be fooled thinking that this is it. This is sufficient. I don't have to pray the 5 daily prayers. Amal salih, righteous deeds, being good to your parents. Since we have a lot of youth here, ask yourself, you don't have to tell me, you don't have to tell anybody, how's your relationship with your parents? How do you feel about your parents? Do you feel that your parents are pleased with you or they are having sleepless nights because of all the troubles that you are putting them through? Every single day, I got parents in my office complaining about what their children are doing to them, subhanallah. Giving them white hair in their 30s. Remember, if you are one of those youth, that what goes around comes around. You're going to have kids that do the same to you. And you will regret it one day. And you would wish that you could go back to your parents and beg them for forgiveness. And you're not going to find them. They will be 6 feet under. Amal salih, righteous deeds. Righteous deeds include not having a speck of doubt about your deen. Righteous deeds is having no doubt about your deen. Pure iman. إنما المؤمنون الذين آمنوا بالله ورسوله ثم لم يرتابوا. The true believers are the one who believe in Allah and His Messenger and they never have a speck of doubt. They never have a speck of doubt. And this is exactly what the enemies of Islam are trying to do. They are trying to put doubt in our children. They are trying to put doubt in our youth. And bring up controversial or misunderstood matters in our deen, and they keep watering it through the social media, and then your son comes to you and Baba, he said, I'm not sure about this. La ilaha illallah. Wallahi, my son dies in a car accident. My son dies with cancer. My son dies drowning. My son dies fell from a plane. Wallahi, I will be extremely happy. But my son dies and he does not pray. My son dies and he has doubt about Allah. Wallahi, I would rather kill myself. Iman and amal salih, righteous deeds and iman would lead to happy life, ya akhwan. Wallahi, we are fooled that happy life is by this. Go ask these people who have tons of money. Go ask them, are you happy? Are you really, truly happy? Why is the country that is the most per capita income, why does it have the highest rate of suicide if that's the case? Righteous deeds, iman, equal happy life. This formula is given to us by none but Allah Azza wa Jal. قولوا قولي هذا استغفر الله فاستغفروه إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. بسم الله وحده والصلاة والسلام على من لا نبي بعده. Someone is saying, but I am, alhamdulillah, I pray, I fast, I do my zakat, I am a good person, I don't harm anybody, I do not commit, the very well-known sins. And I am a believer, I believe in Allah, Al-Kutub, Rusul, everything. But my life is miserable. So someone is saying that I am doing righteous deeds and I am a mu'min, but ya Shaykh, according to your formula, I'm supposed to be happy and I'm miserable. I'm not happy at all. 1 + 1 = 2 and I keep getting 5, 6, 80. Go back. Something's wrong with your amal salih or something's wrong with your iman, because the formula is intact. There's no doubt about the formula. Something's wrong with you. Something's wrong with this one here. The righteous deeds are not done properly. Your salat is just to get it over with. Your siyam is always with backbiting. Your zakat is short. Your hajj, you've been postponing it for such a long time. Or your iman is weak. You go to the graves and you ask for help. Something's wrong, because the formula is no doubt about it. 1 + 1 = 2. Amal salih plus iman, promise from Allah that you will get happy life. I'm not getting happy life. Go back here, behind the equal. Either the amal salih is not right, or the iman is weak. There's no doubt whatsoever. My brothers and sisters, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, beautiful and amazing hadith. He said, Jibreel alayhi salam came to me and inspired to me, and he said, listen carefully please, no soul will die until it has completed its appointed term and received its provision in full. Yani, no soul will die until it reached the age that Allah decreed, and every single penny that Allah decreed. Continue. So, Jibreel is saying, have taqwa of Allah, and do not be desperate in seeking provision, and do not let the delay of provision make you seek it through haram means, because whatever is with Allah can only be earned by obeying Him. How many times we are tight in income, so we go through haram in order to make a living. This hadith says, literally, do not let the delay of the provision make you go through haram, because whatever is with Allah, which is everything, cannot be earned except through obeying Him. Whatever is with Allah cannot be achieved except through obeying Him. Peace at home is from Allah. It cannot be achieved through disobeying Him. Halal income is from Allah. Righteous children are from Allah. You cannot get that unless you are obeying Allah Azza wa Jal. Do not seek it through haram means. And Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, the one whom his main concern is dunya, Allah will scatter all his affairs and make him fear poverty constantly. And whomsoever his main concern is akhirah, he wakes up in the morning thinking, am I pleasing to Allah? Is Allah pleased with me? Did I do something wrong yesterday? Ya Allah, forgive me. Am I going to Jannah or am I going to Nar? He's always thinking about the akhirah. He never takes any decision that is not pleasing to Allah. Wallahi, if this job is paying me $400,000-$500,000 a year and Allah is upset with me, drop it. Wallahi, you're gonna suffer in the dunya, you're gonna suffer in the grave, and you're gonna suffer in the akhirah. Drop it, drop it. Do not deal with alcohol. Do not open smoke shops. Stop opening smoke shops. For God's sake, stop opening smoke shops. Everywhere, everybody who owns smoke shops, 90% are Muslims. Again, they're seeking the halal rizq through haram, through disobeying Allah Azza wa Jal. You will suffer. You will suffer. And whomsoever make the akhirah his main concern, what happens? Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he will be, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will settle all his affairs and make him feel content with whatever he has. And وَأَتَتْهُ الدُّنْيَا رَاغِمَةً, and the dunya will come running to him. And the dunya will come running to him. Yani buy one, get one free. Make the akhirah your concern, you will get the dunya and the akhirah. Make the dunya your concern, you will lose both. This is, ya akhwan, wallahi, if it's me saying these words, tell me, go home, habibi. This is the one that you follow with every single move. This is the one that you're crying and begging Allah to make you meet in the day of judgment. This is the qawl of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. May Allah gather us all with him. Ameen ya Rabbil Alameen. My brothers and sisters, in order to have a happy life, we have to connect this heart to its creator. Very simple, straightforward ayah. ألا بذكر الله تطمئن القلوب. Wallahi, your heart is like the first story. Your heart is not at ease. Allah is saying, by the remembrance of Allah. And this word dhikr includes salat, dhikr, siyam, being good to others, being good to your neighbor, being good to non-Muslims, being good to everybody around you, kind and loving and caring. تطمئن القلوب. Our hearts will feel at ease. ومن أعرض عن ذكري فإن له معيشة ضنكا. And whomsoever stay away from my dhikr, you stay remembering me, you will have tranquility in your life. You are away, Surah Taha, you're away from my dhikr, you will have a miserable life. ضنكا. Again, the words of Allah Azza wa Jal. من أعرض عن ذكري فإن له معيشة ضنكا. Miserable life. May Allah grant us all a happy life. May Allah grant us all a good end. May Allah make our last deeds our best deeds and our last words La ilaha illallah. May Allah gather us with Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam in the Firdaus al-A'la. اللهم اغفر لنا ذنوبنا وإسرافنا في أمرنا وثبت أقدامنا وانصرنا على القوم الكافرين. اللهم وفقنا لما تحبه وترضاه. ربنا هب لنا من أزواجنا وذرياتنا قرة أعين واجعلنا للمتقين إماما. اللهم أغث إخواننا في إثيوبيا يا رب العالمين، وأغث إخواننا في السودان، وأغث إخواننا في اليمن، وأغث إخواننا في سوريا، وأغث إخواننا في كشمير، وأغث إخواننا في كل مكان يا رب العالمين. اللهم ارحم موتانا وموتى المسلمين واشف مرضانا ومرضى المسلمين. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب. وصلى الله على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين وقوموا إلى صلاتكم. Please move forward and fill up the main hall, foot to foot, shoulder to shoulder. Close all the gaps. سكر رجلك شوية، فتح لي إياهم وقاعد لي. Close the gaps. Please come from the outside, from the two rooms in the back.
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح قد قامت الصلاة قد قامت الصلاة الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله.
استووا اعتدلوا. الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. والعصر إن الإنسان لفي خسر إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Astaghfirullah, astaghfirullah. Please support the masjid on your way out, inshallah ta'ala. Donate as much as you can. Masjid operates on your donations. Jazakumullah khair.